the New York Knicks have done it again. When the 2026 NBA Finals tipped off in San Antonio, many expected a battle. What they got was another chapter in one of the most remarkable playoff runs in recent NBA history. The Knicks walked into a hostile environment, faced a double-digit deficit, and somehow found a way to leave with a Game 1 victory. Their playoff winning streak now stands at 12 straight games. 12. And once again, the man at the center of it all was Jalen Brunson. For much of the night, things weren't going his way. The Spurs built momentum early. They led by as many as 14 points and looked in control for long stretches of the game. After 3 quarters, the score was tied at 76, and the championship opener was hanging in the balance. Then, Jalen Brunson happened. What makes Brunson special isn't just his talent, it's his confidence. Many players lose faith after a rough shooting night. They become hesitant. They stop attacking. They defer to teammates. Not Brunson.
Take long once he got back on the floor. First trip, get a couple of free throws here once again in the open floor.
He struggled through the first 3 quarters, missing shot after shot. He was just 1 for 7 in the opening period and never truly found a rhythm through most of the game. But the fourth quarter is where legends are made. With the pressure mounting and the Spurs crowd roaring, Brunson completely took over.
Understanding the magnitude of Game 1, and now the Knicks get Jalen Brunson back on the floor.
Now Brunson with a beautiful underhand floater. Knicks back up.
He scored 13 of his 30 points in the final minutes, delivering one clutch shot after another. First came a huge corner three-pointer that gave New York the lead. Then came the dagger. With less than 40 seconds remaining, Brunson drilled a tough falling jumper over tight defense, silencing the arena and putting the Knicks in control. Perhaps even more impressive was the fact that earlier in the game, he briefly left for the locker room after appearing to hurt his knee. Many players would have been affected. Brunson returned and played like nothing happened. That's the kind of toughness that has turned him into the face of New York basketball. But while Brunson stole the headlines, another superstar had a night he'd probably like to forget. Victor Wembanyama entered the finals after an exhausting 7-game battle against Oklahoma City, and in Game 1, the wear and tear appeared to show. The Spurs' young superstar looked unusually fatigued throughout the night. He struggled with efficiency, missed 15 of his 21 shot attempts, committed 6 turnovers, and never quite found his usual rhythm. Even so, Wembanyama remains confident. After the game, he made it clear that he isn't worried. He believes he'll be better. And history suggests that betting against Victor Wembanyama is usually a mistake. Meanwhile, Karl-Anthony Towns quietly played a huge role in New York's victory. San Antonio tried using Wembanyama as a roaming defender rather than matching him directly with Towns. The strategy backfired. Towns repeatedly attacked the basket, taking advantage of open lanes and forcing difficult defensive decisions. His 18 points and 12 rebounds don't fully capture how important he was to the Knicks' success. And then there was one of the unexpected heroes of the night, Landry Shamet. For weeks, Shamet has been quietly becoming one of New York's most valuable role players. His three-point shooting has stretched defenses throughout the playoffs, and in Game 1, he once again delivered key baskets at critical moments. The Spurs repeatedly focused on Brunson, Towns, and the Knicks' stars. Shamet made them pay. Even Josh Hart played his part, grabbing 15 rebounds and providing the relentless hustle that has become his trademark. As for San Antonio, one question now looms over Game 2. Should Dylan Harper receive more minutes? Harper was arguably the Spurs' most effective player for stretches of the game, providing energy, scoring, and playmaking. Yet, when the fourth quarter arrived and the Spurs desperately needed answers, he spent much of the period on the bench while De'Aaron Fox struggled. It's a decision that will certainly be discussed before Game 2. Now, the pressure shifts squarely onto San Antonio. The Knicks have stolen home court advantage. Their winning streak is alive. Their confidence is soaring. And Jalen Brunson continues to prove why he's one of the most clutch players in basketball today. But this series is far from over. Victor Wembanyama has responded to adversity before. The Spurs are too talented to fold, and Game 2 could completely change the direction of these NBA Finals. So here's the question every basketball fan is debating right now. Can Victor Wembanyama and the Spurs bounce back and even the series? Or is Jalen Brunson leading New York toward one of the greatest championship runs in Knicks history? Let us know in the comments.